Hello, everyone.
Hi.
We hope you're all having a beautiful evening.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Tame Your Tongue. We're your hosts, Amanda
And Adara.
And as always, thanks for being here, and let's get into it.
Yes. So, for some reason, many of you decided to watch our last video.
Love you down for that.
Yes. We're so happy. We read, the 4 comments that we got, and we literally cried.
I cried,
and, we were like, what the fuck is going on? So, either if y'all are lying, whatever, I don't care. It still made me happy. But,
yeah,
we literally, as we said in that video, sat down on the floor, filmed that video when we were already 30 minutes late to where we needed to be. So we were flustered. We didn't know what the fuck to say. So we were like, you know what? Let's try to,
give them a little taste.
Yeah. And we were like, okay, we're going out tonight. So let's try to time it and, record in our look, right? And we made it somehow. We are once again rushed though, but...
Well, I was going to say, it's funny that you say that because here we are yet again, another 30 to 40 minutes behind schedule.
Yeah.
And we also have somewhere to be.
It's true. We do.
So me and my friend here, we have major time blindness.
I can't stop touching my hair.
I know.
Yes, we do. It's actually getting worse and worse. I don't know if it gets worse with age or if I'm just caring less.
Comment, clap if this is you. I know it's me. I know it's my sister.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so... all that to say, circling back, we appreciate the love.
Yeah.
And we're excited to get to know everyone.
I know. I want to know,
who y'all are.
Yeah, what type of people you are, what's going on.
And
I want to know.
The thing we were talking about, too, is, I know my friend mentioned in our initial video that this was, our 40th episode because we've been doing a little cute podcast moment for a whole year and we're 40 episodes in. And so all that to say, we do have a lot of content that we've previously documented. And I know obviously that our new friends here haven't heard any of it. So comment below if you want to hear some of our old lore.
Yeah.
Because we'll be happy to repeat, but I don't want to repeat unasked.
Yeah,
especially
because it's we've talked about it a lot, and if you didn't listen, that's fine. But we don't want to just be beating a dead horse. Okay, you talked about it 500 times, which we do anyway. But the stories of how we met, what our relationship is all that kind of stuff. I mean, our upbringing, things like that. We've discussed it a couple of times,
and we'll be happy to talk about it in small little ways. But if you want the real
video about it,
let us know.
Yeah,
and clap below.
The meantime, go to Spotify and listen.
Yes, show us some love. Tame your tongue.
Yeah, we've been working our asses off, doing the best with what we have, making this, and we did a pretty job. We were so consistent, and we had people listening.
So.
And yeah, so if you want to learn more about us quickly, because we're kind of snails with this video stuff, we really don't know what we're doing, go ahead and do that.
And she's the nice one because she tries and I just sit there. I'm just here a little rat.
I don't know. I don't know. We support each other. That's what I have to say. No, because you help. It never feels oh, I'm doing everything.
Okay,
Amanda's such a bitch.
God.
You know what I mean?
A little bit.
I keep forgetting that I'm on camera and I'm making the faces I make when I talk, and I'm
because
wow.
We've been podcasting, like we said, for a while, and I forget the faces that I make, and I'm seeing it now, and I'm disturbed. So,
let me set
close your eyes, guys. Close them eyes.
Close your eyes. Don't look, but also imagine this.
Okay.
The way we recorded our podcast before was we would be in Amanda's bedroom, and we would be sat on opposite sides of each other, and we would have the mic in front of us, and we would just be looking at each other and talking like we were having a normal conversation. Yeah. So we were making the most nasty faces. We were acting stuff out. We looked absolutely insane. So it's weird. First of all,
we gotta reel it in a little bit.
I'm I have to calm down with these faces.
I don't want to scare everyone.
I have to get used to not talking to you the whole time.
I know.
Because we just looked at each other the whole time, and now I'm what's going on?
I know. But a lot to get used to, but we're so excited.
We are.
To keep doing this.
Yeah, and I'm going to say in every video, if you have a good camera recommendation or good microphone recommendations, literally, please let us know, because I will go into debt for this at this point. I just want to do things the right way.
I agree, babe. I do.
So Let us know.
So let us know, and apologies in advance for our tendencies. My friend here touching her hair, me covering my face every time I laugh. Just bear with us. We love you guys, and we hope that you love us.
Yeah.
If not, I hope you had fun. And if not, that's okay.
Because you know what? We're having fun, and maybe the right people will be drawn to two girls just talking to themselves and saying what they want to say.
Our favorite thing.
So that leads me to a topic today.
Okay, let's hear it. She hasn't told me.
No, many people have been like struggling with. That makes it sound so dramatic.
Oh my God, I know what she's gonna say.
I'm just gonna give you a little backstory, right? So in the last 2 days, we tried 4 separate times with 3 separate pre-sale codes and
3 people too.
Yeah, 3 people, no codes at all at the last time to get Ethel-Cane tickets. And if you listen to our podcast, you know we do not play about Ethel-Cane. And we are serious about it. We're not like the meme, hee hee ha ha.
No.
This is so, like, no, like, this is serious to us. And this is like religion in a way.
No, it absolutely is. And if you don't know who Ethel-Cane is, get into it.
Yes,
like, please. She is like our country diva.
Like, she's everything to us.
We love her so much. So, yes.
Yeah.
As she was saying, we do not play. This is serious.
We were like, okay, we have to get tickets for this.
All hands on deck.
Like, we have to. We've always had a dream of being like front row for her. I don't know how possible it's going to be, but
one day,
we can dream. So yeah, all that being said, it's a big venue, but it's not huge. We get in queue, and every single time there's at least like 900 people in front of us.
And I don't get it, because I am in the waiting room like 15 minutes before. I'm like trying to get there. 20 minutes even today.
Is it random selection? Which I guess that's kind of fair, but at the same time, it's like, if I was here first,
right, then why do I not get dibs?
Yeah, and then after waiting in the queue for almost like 10 minutes, you get there and it doesn't even have you enter the code that you had to have. So I'm like, I just like frantically looked for this stupid fucking code for like 15 minutes only to not even need it. I mean,
I know. I'm like, why did they even distribute codes in the first place?
Yeah.
We thought we had a chance.
So I don't get it. And we were talking about this, like when we were younger, it was not that hard to get tickets at all.
No.
It was pretty much just like, the more money you had, the better seats you would get.
But you would get a seat. You would get admission.
There was no like website crashing, like queues, all this bullshit. So we've been talking about it because today we were stressed the fuck out.
Yes, literally, you guys, like us in our group chat, us and our friend, just, you know, discussing the plan. And we thought with all hands on deck, one of us was sure to snag it. But no, I get in the queue. After being in the waiting room like 15 minutes before it goes live, I have like 2,100 people in front of me. And I'm like, girl, be so for real.
It's insane.
So that was kind of sad. And then we were very stressed.
Yeah. And then what did we do?
Cried inside. No, what we decided to do was get resale. And we got robbed.
We did.
But hey, you know what though? For Mother Cane, I will make the sacrifice.
Exactly.
And again, if you don't listen to her, start listening and then you will understand.
And then we will probably see you at said shows because she's touring. But it looks like she sold out literally every single date, which is fucking crazy.
So crazy. I mean, so happy for her.
I know.
She deserves it down.
It's fantastic. But yeah, I just don't understand like what is going on that is making it so hard
to get tickets.
Yeah, so like if anybody knows, please tell me because
comment some tea below.
Yeah,
I need to know
because it's just like pissing me off at this point. It's making me almost not even want to try.
I understand.
To get tickets because it's like so many times it's been getting worse over the last year. Like we've been trying to get stuff. I remember like last year we tried to get tickets for Pink Pantheress at
oh my god,
Metro.
Yes, and love her so much.
I say her name so weird. I'm sorry, I have a lisp. But it like literally there was a queue of, I swear to God, like almost 10,000 people, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
And it sold out like instantaneously.
Okay, thank you guys. Like I just don't. We have to fix it, you guys, because concerts are so fun.
I know. So that's like our rage of the week.
Oh, another rage.
Ooh, another rage share. Let's hear it.
I'll let you tell the story because
Ooh, what?
I've been talking far too much.
No, we love it.
About the event that we were supposed to go to 2 days ago that got moved.
Oh my God, bitch. I was like, what the hell is she talking about? I'm disturbed at my forgetfulness. So another rage that we have to share is the fact that FKA Twigs' show was taking place here in Chicago. And the night before, we see that the show is canceled. And I was so upset because I requested off a few hours early from work. Like, I was ready to go. We were trying to coordinate outfits.
Yeah.
And it was just so sad, you know, because like, I know you've been wanting to see her forever because she's been listening to her since high school. I was a little bit later, but I've been wanting to see her for so long. So
I know.
I'm so depressed.
It was sad. And like, that's like kind of one of the worst feelings when it comes to concerts is like, you never, like, we've had concerts, like, get canceled the day of.
Literally. And it's
like,
so upsetting.
Getting ready, like, on the way there, and we're like, okay, what's going on? Like, I get this situation was out of, like, Twig's control. Right. Like, I'm not upset about that at all, but it's just like, oh my God.
Still sucks.
It got rescheduled, but it's like, y'all, America, if you're listening to this, you better let her into the fucking country.
Please.
I swear to God.
She blesses the country, okay?
I know, she makes it better. So it's like, let's just kind of, you know, but she's coming in June during Pride Month, which is going to be so cute.
You sexual pride. I cannot wait.
What the world needs.
And again, if you don't know FK Twigs, we are blessing you with artists. Get into it, please.
Look at us.
Please
like,
do.
Naming 2 popular artists. But I'm like, you have to listen to this. Because I know, like, I don't know. Sometimes we have some, like, older people listening to us and they don't know who they are.
Right. So we're trying to make an effort to, like, explain things.
I know.
Because it's not fun if no one explains anything.
It's true.
You know, we've all been there. Come on now.
We are, like, so stressed because Gaga announced, like, a random, like, Mayhem Ball tour. And that's another girl we don't play about. And, you know, she wasn't going to tour.
Ma'am.
She picked a few, like, arenas. And we're like, thank God, because the stadium shit's horrible. But after not even being able to secure, like, Ethel Kane tickets the normal way, I'm, like, scared shitless.
I'm so scared. They drop next week.
Yeah. And I'm just, like,
not going to be able to sleep.
Praying to every power, every God.
The concert gods.
That this can just, like, happen for us. And that's all I have to say.
Abracadabra, bitch, please.
Abracadabra, give me tickets. That's all I have to say. Yeah, we've been stressed.
Yeah, it's been a stressful time. I felt so lame when I said that. First world problems. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Clock it.
That's another thing. If you guys haven't listened to us, we kind of like complain, but like,
a lot, and I don't mean to.
No,
but like here we are.
Yeah, we don't mean to, and it's not in like a mean.
It's not a spiteful complaint. It's like, how would you even?
This is killing me.
I know.
I feel like it's more observational. Maybe. Like, okay,
maybe
this is really annoying that they have this thing set up that way. And so I'm going to be stressed about it.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Do you guys get it? Or are we just crazy?
You know, I don't know, because I shared these observations, that's what we'll call it, with normal people around me. And the response I get is, why are you complaining? Why are you so negative?
Don't even get me started on that.
Come on, guys. Like, please clap and comment below. Like, do people call you negative? I hate that.
People call us, I mean, like, literally since we came out of the womb,
I was birthed
negative.
Yes, birthed as a negative gal. I don't mean to. I don't feel like I am. In my opinion, I feel like it's like humorous to me.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that I'm observing or complaining about. Like it's funny.
I agree.
Do you see that?
And it gets received the wrong way because we're not like the woo woo woo, hey, that's what's up, I'm so happy. Like we could be really, really happy, but like we're not gonna be like, this is me happy. Oh my God, I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, she's subtle in that way.
So I think a lot of times people are like, oh, you don't have to be so X, Y, and Z about it. I'm just like, okay, well, you don't have to be so like bubbly about it. Do you want me to say that to you? It doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't. And then the issue at hand that we come across, ma'am.
The issue at hand.
The issue at hand is the fact that me and this girl here, we're clearly both sharing separate experiences that we agree on, but we feel the same. So I don't know if we're enabling each other, if we encourage this negative behavior. You tell me. You know what? Don't tell me. Don't make me cry tonight.
No, we want y'all to like kind of like put us in our places because.
But nicely, I'm fragile.
Nicely, because we're sick of being told, "Oh, you're negative, you're this." It's like, no, maybe
I don't
you just
think so.
don't understand me. Like that's me being 16 again, I guess. But it's like, damn, like it follows you into your 20s. It's like,
it does.
Why am I being told I'm negative because I do this at my desk?
Yes, the sighing. Also, I can't breathe.
Yeah, thank you.
So half of the time I'm sighing just to get a good breath in. I'm sorry.
Same. I'm like, wow, I can finally breathe in some fresh air. Why are you sighing? I'm breathing. Thank you.
Let
you
us
very much.
know if this has happened to you.
Yeah.
I want to know. Tell me your stories and we will read them.
Yeah, we would love to read your stories.
Yes.
And your questions.
God. Your questions, your confessions.
Getting ahead of ourselves.
I know we are. Let's
comments.
reel it back in.
We're just saying we love when people comment and stuff because we
do.
love to chat, clearly.
We do. We love to get to know people. That's another little nugget to know about us. Me and my friend here, we love going to the club, but it's not for the reasons you might think. Like we enjoy the community. We enjoy, especially like where we live, and just getting to meet new people. And what's crazy too is like we've met quite a few people at the club that we're still kind of friends with today.
That like we are, because like we never thought that. I'm like, how do you make friends as an adult? Because it's like,
and at the club of all places.
I'm like, that's like the last place I'd ever went to, and then it's like where we go, it's just like, oh, there's like people that are like kind of like us. You know what I mean? So it's really interesting, but we love saying hi to people. We love talking to people. We love getting to know people. Like we just are fascinated by people. Humans. It sounds so stupid, but it's like genuinely
it's
like
true.
We will ask you questions like you have to like shut us up, honestly. Like politely be like stop, and we'll be like okay, whatever.
So all that to say, leave a nugget of yourself, okay?
This will be show and tell story time, especially while, you know, our audience is very intimate right now. We can really kind of get one-to-one with your questions and your life stories. Maybe we'll just do readings of your life stories. How fun would that be? I'm joking.
I was like silenced. I was like, ma'am, the one time we are not in sync.
No, because we agree with each other. Everybody's probably watching this like they're so fake.
I know. And it's like, you guys, I promise. I mean, I have nothing to prove, so like whatever, right? But literally like I don't know what to say. Like when people see us together talking, they're like, why are you speaking like your own language? You know, like they're doing their own thing. They're in their own world. And I'm like, well, yeah, maybe.
We've been doing this for like 15
But since
years.
we were like 12,
yeah,
right? Like 12. I feel my age.
That's crazy.
Isn't it? I've known this girl right here since we were in 7th grade. Wow.
No, I just have nothing to say because it's like
the fear she feels.
Yeah, because it's like wow, like no, like I'm in my late 20s now.
It is a crazy thing to realize.
It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just like holy shit.
I know, you feel it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've been doing whatever this is since 12 years old.
Yeah, we've been preparing to share stories with you all.
Here we are.
That was our plan.
What's a story we can tell our beautiful new friends?
What category do we want?
Category is
dance
or I don't know. I felt like mistress when
that was crazy. You were kind of, she possessed you a little bit there.
I know. I'm manifesting mistress tonight.
But
in this Chili's tonight. Okay, I sound crazy.
I feel mistress in this Chili's tonight.
Literally. Love you, girl.
I don't really know what story to tell because the big story I had to tell was Twigs got canceled.
Right. That is a big story.
We're on the front lines trying to get Ethel Kane tickets. My stories are done, y'all. we
Well,
just started
I guess
making
that's
videos.
that.
And we ran out of content. So thank you for everybody who supported us because
for
we are
our run.
fucking done.
For supporting our 2-episode run. We
But-
love you guys.
No, we're going to get into something. And we're just going to give you a little, tidbit now of
Let's
the
hear
type of people we are. And, we met each other at a very young age, right? And we're just going to get it out there,
Let's hear it.
went to religious school.
Okay.
So
yeah, that'll be a good nugget to share with our new friends.
And this will not be the last time you hear about this.
No,
because
you're going to be
let me
begging
know,
us to stop.
Every day I remember something new. I swear to God. And it must be like the internalized, or like the suppressed memories and trauma. But we're getting real deep
Rearing
right now.
its ugly head.
But I thought about it when we were talking about how we used to be called negative all the time. And we still are, right?
It was especially in that environment,
that's
though.
Literally what I was going to say.
Probably the most.
Because it's it made us feel, I'm speaking for both of us, it made me feel especially bad about it because everybody was always like, you're supposed to be joyful in the Lord and positive. And I was like, well, then I'm going to hell, I guess. I can't change my brain. Do you know what I mean?
No, absolutely. I felt for the longest time, and not to trigger anyone who has, I don't know.
Cover the cross.
It's triggering for me. But growing up, in that environment, with hyper, religiousnly, it was really hard. So when it came to the negativity thing, I definitely felt like I was destined to go to hell. I don't know if you guys, any of my previously religious girlies would go through that debate of what is it, predestination? People, do you guys remember this? We would get into debates with people in school in Bible class on whether God created humans to send them to heaven or hell. Isn't that crazy? Why were we 10, 12 talking about this?
I know. And you know what I
Crazy
always
stuff.
did? I was the scribe. Because I was I am not debating about this because frankly,
Well, lucky you.
At that point, I did really kind of I was okay, yeah, I believe in God, whatever.
Of course.
But I did not give two shits about did he, that predestination stuff or free will or things like that or how the earth was created or when the earth was created. I'm this is what we're sitting
talking about
all day. I just don't get it.
It was so crazy, you guys. Oh my God. Another fun story we could share about those times. Sorry.
I sat on your phone.
You're fine. Other fun things we would do in Bible class is we would do something called, I don't know if this was called that, but I'm going to call it that, song analyzation, where
you guys,
people would, or our teacher would split us up into groups or partners or whatever. And we would have to pick a major popular pop song and talk about why it was bad, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I vividly remember.
And I remember me and my partner chose the song You and I by Lady Gaga because, well, duh. And I had several classmates that would say she's of the devil and all that. And I'm just I just want to be a mermaid like her and live my fantasy. Why are you, what is all that? Can we sit down?
Literally.
We're in 7th grade, girl.
I know, the whole class. I remember we had so many instances like that where we would just if the
oh
my
the
God,
wind,
the window's
y'all.
open and stuff is breaking left and right. So just ignore that because I am not stopping and starting over.
No, ma'am.
Sorry.
We are pushing through. We're doing this.
But I remember we did the presentation and if they, they were okay, the girls clearly want more. They gave us a 3-day, I don't even know what to call it. Presentation, chapel, conference.
Assembly
About how bad pop culture is. And they tried to cover, the drugs and the alcohol and the sex and the music and all that kind of stuff. But all of it was because, God didn't like it. Not if you drink too much alcohol, you could die. Like, it was barely anything that was like useful. It's just like, don't do it.
You know what my favorite moment was in that whole time? Okay, for those of you who are our longtime listeners, get ready for a repeat story. Sorry, we love y'all,
I'm sorry.
but we're repeating girlies. Anyways, so they obviously played the works of Katy Perry, Gaga, and obviously they played Born This Way.
Yeah, that was the era that we were in 7th grade.
Quote the line of the amazing presentation lady that she said about Born This Way. Do you remember?
I think.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, so I remember this lady standing, and I wish
Let's hear
this wasn't such a jank setup because I would just like, stand up and show you guys.
Oh, of course.
So she's standing at the front of the stage, and she's reading the lyrics after we listened to the song.
Yeah, I hated that part because they would play us the snippet and of the music video too, and then they would like line for line read every lyric and talk about why it was bad.
Yeah, and
it's
they
crazy
did this for a lot of songs, and it's like,
yes.
Fuck, I'm sorry. Like, half these kids can't even listen to Lady Gaga.
Me and Dara are just sitting there like trying not to dance our
we're like,
asses off. Trying to I'm like gripping the edge of my seat, being like, ugh!
I'm like, we can't sing, and everybody's looking at us.
I
They're
felt
because they know that we like her. They're like,
yes, I felt like I was in that SpongeBob SquarePants movie where they're playing like the Goofy Cooper song, and our classmates were just waiting for us to like
explode
the lyrics.
We didn't.
I was proud, but anyway, enough of my interruptions.
So
the lady.
Well, it was both of our interruptions.
That's something we do too. Sorry.
Is standing on the stage, and she's reading, and it's on the projector, the lyrics.
She's feeling it.
Yeah, and she's like, okay. And it says, I'm beautiful in my way because God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. You know the song. And she's like, I'm beautiful in my way because God makes no mistakes. And you know what? She is right about that. But where she falls from God is when she says, I was born this way because you were born into sin. And it is not okay to say, yes, I'm happy like this. You should repent.
Damn. Can we give a little snap, a little clap for her?
And I wish
word for word
I was making that up because I would be an Oscar nominee.
The way you said it, I was like, oh my God, I'm remembering this.
I felt her. I really did.
You channeled her.
And I remember we just looked at each other. We were like,
I know.
What the fuck?
I know.
It was just very, very...
It was crazy. And you guys, I'm talking this... These were hour-long sessions. 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking to myself, why? Why are we doing this?
I know.
They even started playing the Matrix movie and talking about how that was bad because we don't have superpowers or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
It was so weird.
I do.
And then they start playing TGIF by Katy Perry, and me and Dara are like, pictures of last night.
We were having fun.
We were having a ball. It was when they stopped playing the music that it all fell apart.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's kind of a lot to kind of impact a child, and especially because clearly we didn't fit in at this Christian school.
No, ma'am.
And we were huge fans of pop culture and, goth and emo things, stuff that they
Always,
hated. So
honey.
It's every single day you're being told everything that you love
is wrong,
is horrible, it's wrong, and you're gonna go to hell. And
you know what? No, it sucked. And I remember there would be times where because obviously my family was conservative too, so there was a lot of that media going around, and there would be days where I would come to school the next day and I'd be like, Dara, they're evil. And I remember Dara being like, yeah, they are, but I don't care. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I don't care. Do you remember that?
Because I was such a bad Christian.
I was stressed.
Because every time they would present a point and I didn't fully believe it, but I'd be like, okay, if this is bad, I'm like, so is a fucking cheeseburger and I am gonna eat it in one bite.
Ma'am.
I just can't. But that was another thing, is enjoying things was bad. So I do remember you'd come and be like, she's the Antichrist.
I know.
She's evil. And I'd
okay,
be like,
the
girl.
Antichrist. That was not me. Redacted. But no, it's true, because like I would see stuff and like all these people around us saying that. I'm just like,
Yeah.
come on, y'all. She's just super talented and y'all can't take. That's what it comes down to.
It's like
Trust.
everything that you don't understand has to be evil and bad and have like a meaning that, you know, is symbolic to something horrible. It's like, no. Like, what if she just wanted to write like an anthem about, you know, this shit? And like, I don't understand. We were also in school when Judas was released, which is like a whole other can of worms. I'm not going to get into it now, but it's like
that was our
had a
song.
time.
Our song. Like, you guys, let me paint you a picture, because some of you youngins, okay, and no shade to you, but like, you guys, when Judas came out by Lady Gaga, that was just like next level for us. We were in like 8th grade, I want to say, just like trying to figure out the choreo, and Dara would handwrite the lyrics for me because I wanted to learn them so bad, because I wasn't allowed to listen to her at home. So a girl had to do what she had to do, did she not?
No, and you know what? It worked.
It did, because I know all the words now.
Exactly. Still learning the dance though, but
yeah, that's not gonna happen.
No, ever.
We're bad dancers, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Still love to dance though. I mean, we're going to a dance party after this, but choreo, it's not me.
I have like a pea brain. Like, it literally just goes. We would be in like theater together, if you want to call it theater, no offense. But like or dance class.
Don't expose us right now.
And we would just be trying so hard to like
tap our little shoes to the tap dance song.
And like, I'm dressed up like a pig trying to learn how to tap dance. I'm like, this feels so good to be like a 15-year-old girl, you know? But I remember we had to do, we had an option at our school, which was like the only good thing about our school ever, where you could do dance class instead of gym class your last 2 years of high school.
Best believe that's what we did.
And
best believe.
Tell me why the finale, I'm so dramatic, the final assignment, not the finale, was to create and choreograph your own dance with a partner. And why did we have to do that? Like, we were so stressed. Do you remember?
We were sweating. You guys, like, I have been many a time stressed in my life, but nothing compares to the stress I felt when I was in high school. Like, comment if that was y'all, because I compared the stress that I have now to then, and it just doesn't compare. But yes, all that to say, especially when it came to that dance, we were like pooping our panties.
We were. And like, we were too insecure to like practice in front of a mirror.
Right.
So we would just go in like the windowless hallway
and we
be,
would
like
just
jumping around like, does this look cool? Does this look cool? Like, we looked so stupid. And like, we just figured it out and like didn't do it ever in front of the mirror until the final performance.
Literally. And it was so funny because me and this girl, like, we laughed together 25/8, and that's so ugly that I said that, but it's true. Like,
it really is.
We're constantly like, whenever I look at her, I don't even need to look and I'm laughing.
Laugh.
Like, so we told ourselves, we promised ourselves. Sorry, we are taking a lot of twists and turns tonight.
They love it.
I hope so. Love you guys. Maybe not us, but anyway, we promised ourselves, hey, this is serious, okay? We had to dance to the song Say Something by A Great Big World and Christina Aguilera. She was an emotional number. So we said we cannot laugh. And every time we rehearsed it, we would laugh. But for the performance, this was the only time in life we did not. And it was so like noticeable that even our dance teacher after the fact was like, y'all didn't laugh?
Yeah, she's like, I can't believe you didn't laugh. What's going on? And
I was like, we can commit, okay, Miss Ma'am?
Because we were like acting. Like, I remember there was one point where like, I don't even think we could do this now if we tried. We ended up on the floor somehow across from each other.
I still remember
and we
some of the moves.
Like grabbed each other's hands.
And did like a twist out.
And like, like
spin around thing.
We like grabbed each other's hands, switched sides, and spun.
Yeah, that's the one part I remember.
I remember our friends, I was practicing in the hallway once, and she was like, oh my God, how did you guys do that? And we were like, I still don't know.
We can do a thing every once in a while.
If I did that now, something really bad would happen to either me or my surrounding environment.
Or me, girl.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It would be rough.
I don't think we could get up there.
No.
and do that. But who wants to
not.
see? Just kidding. Those videos were
Clap
posted
below.
to YouTube. Remember? Because we had to do like our homework assignments were choreographed dances like with random groups, and it would be so awkward because like you were like a high schooler and you'd be like with these like weird high school boys, and like it was just like
it was so stressful.
Everybody smelled bad, and like everybody was uncomfortable. It was just like, oh, everybody's nervous and we don't like this, and we're dancing in front of a mirror, and then we're being recorded,
and then we're dancing in front of the class too.
Yep, and you have to do it twice.
Yeah, so that part I hated because, you know, I was never a gym girly. Still rings true to this day. And, you know, you give your all for a good 3 to 4 minutes straight, you're gonna be out of breath. So then, I burped.
Oh, that's how I felt after the dancing.
So then, to have to do it all over again and get it filmed and do it in front of the class and try to act like you weren't dying, I was like,
I know. There's so many points where like I literally was like,
you didn't need to hear that.
This is gonna be how I die because I'm trying to hold in my I'm like I can't even act out, and you're just like trying to get it together, and people are like, oh, good job, and you're like, thanks. I can't talk.
I know. Like when we had to do the say something 2 times in a row, I'm like, girl.
I know. I need like 15 minutes before we get back into this. But that goes to show how much we hated gym, because we were more willing to dance in front of people that we barely knew that had to see we still had to see every day though, than have
see
to
us dance badly,
run and do like football or something. Like that's crazy. But I would still do it to this day.
Instead, of course I would.
Gym class is evil. I'm sorry.
It was
it's a tired subject, but
having to like change when I was like dripping.
Yeah,
it felt sinful.
Which I also hated in high school too, because like we had to change into dance clothes.
Yeah, that was bad enough.
And like there were no changing rooms. Like they shoved the girls in like these 2 tiny bathrooms, and it smelled so fucking bad.
Girl, don't.
Like I'm not shaming anybody.
I'm gonna start gagging.
But
again.
I was just like, I can't be here anymore.
Hell no.
I literally was so done. But yeah, I mean, I'm shocked that we even had dance classes at our Christian school.
I'm shocked too, but honestly, know what I'm grateful that we didn't have? A swimming pool. I am so happy. And if y'all had a swimming pool, I'm sorry. But like to wear the bald cap and do all that spiel, I would have melted into the ground.
After I swim, I need to like scrub my
I
whole
need
body,
hours.
Head to toe. I need to soak in it so all the chlorine comes out of my body. Like I am done for the day. Like don't you dare say let's do something else after swimming. But let alone go to high school, go to classes.
But there's like schools where kids had to do that, and if you're one of them, I'm so sorry, babes. You didn't deserve that.
I know. My friends they'd like send pictures from other schools like getting ready to swim in their swim caps, and it was like 11 a.m. and I'm like, girl, I thought my life was bad going into algebra right now.
No. I would feel like a bald rat. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I would. No, and that wouldn't work out. Like we were kind of divas in high school. We were
always been divas.
We had to literally wake up at like 5 a.m. every day to do our makeup, which
is
ma'am, crazy considering how it looked versus now.
You know what? Comment below if you guys want us to do, because we're in our glam era right now since we're going out. But what if we did like our high school makeup for a podcast moment? You guys, I used to wear eyeliner wings that literally probably went out to where that ends.
But you guys,
my wings were insane.
Like, that's the thing. Is like, I don't care. People would talk shit about it. And I'm like, well, at least we're trying something. Like,
you know what? I regret nothing.
Same.
She was in her moment.
And I don't even regret, like, literally the worst ever for me was okay. I'm going to go on to a tangent because y'all need to know.
Yes.
I was born.
Let them know.
Very, very hairy. And I had very
I was a hairball.
Gigantic eyebrows. So it got to a certain point in like middle school where I was like, okay, like, Mom, we have to get this figured out. And she was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes. So started getting my eyebrows waxed, whatever. Fast forward to high school, I just kept wanting them thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner because I was obsessed with the 90s.
Yep. And I had that phase too.
I got to a point where they were waxed so thin that the hair wasn't growing back. Damn. And I had to have these pencil thin eyebrows.
Yes.
And they
Bring
were
it back.
Absolutely horrifying. But I'm like, you know what? Now it's like the thing. But whatever. They were disgusting. But like even so, like I'm like, I don't regret it because we were like really trying to be like these Tumblr girls, like learning our makeup and like all that kind of stuff. It's like,
no, of course.
if I didn't practice that then,
right,
what would I have looked like now?
Right,
you know?
That's the thing. Like, for all my makeup divas out there, you can't tell me that you did not have an ugly eyebrow face. Because I did.
I had two.
I had two too. Like, at first I had them like super blockhead thick.
Yeah.
Sharpie stamp, and then I had them extremely thin, and then, you know, they're decent now, but it took a long time to get there, especially in high school.
Oh my god, yeah, it was a disaster.
Yeah, it was rough.
Like, you know, I'm happy because we got to be adults knowing how to do makeup really well.
Yeah.
Because we would experiment with everything and we didn't even try. I think this is another thing that helped us a lot was like we kind of perfected our bases and lips in high school because in all of high school, the max eye look we would ever do would be like a wing. Like we didn't even dare doing eyeshadow.
No,
like, we came
I was
up
a wing girl only.
Yeah, every excuse in the book as to why we didn't. And then we got to college.
I know.
And we just worked our asses off. We would just come home from class and just like do eyeshadow all night long.
And we would go to class too. We would be like, okay, I'm gonna air out this look. See how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, we did, because we enjoyed makeup so much, you guys. So, you know, at one point we wanted to be makeup artists too. And so that's why we made it our mission every day, before class, after class, like just trying new things. And I'm so glad we did, because like you said, it gave us like the skills to do what we do now.
Yeah, because like we've been doing now like eyeshadow for what, like 9 years? And it's like we're kind of like still leveling up, obviously, because like you're still learning all the time.
Yes.
Like,
and you can always get better.
It's just cool to fall in love with something that you always loved, like once more. And there's nobody telling you, you know, how to wear makeup in a God-honoring way, whatever, that kind of stuff. It's like, no, I'm gonna wear this, and this isn't even crazy. But
no, this is like pretty subtle. But yeah, you know, all that to say, we had a time, you guys.
Many times.
Many a time in school. It was crazy.
It was. So, I don't know. We'll obviously talk about it more in the future if we keep making these videos, if people keep liking them. But we're having fun.
We're having fun, yeah. So, I mean, sorry for the lack. Ooh.
Yeah,
the light died. Okay,
out.
maybe it's our sign. But all that to close, we just wanted to do another episode just to show you guys a little bit more into who we are. Yeah. We hope you had fun. We hope to be more structured going forward.
We're trying really hard. And I think like y'all lit a fire under our asses because we got way more views and comments than we expected.
I know.
And people are going to be like, oh, that's what you're talking about when they look. I don't care. It means a lot to us. And we saw that and we were like, oh my God, like we have to film on Friday before we go out. So
yes.
Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you for the love.
Seriously, like it makes us cry. We're so happy. We love you all already. And we can't wait to get to know you and make more stuff for y'all. And I don't know, hopefully you liked this. Please leave a review below. I don't care if it's mean or nice. We just need feedback.
Yeah, and tell us like stuff you want us to talk about. Because here's the thing too. We want to do videos as well. Yeah. Like obviously we want to do our little podcast moment. But we have some ideas we want to do. We have
many ideas that we would like to try.
If y'all have ideas too, feel free to share. We, like she said, we love you guys already. Yes. And we look forward to seeing y'all again soon.
We love you so much.
Mwah, love you. Bye.